I rather wouldn't.
Well, that's what
Well.
Dan Schneider is.
Hey, he's real. He's a real guy.
Look, man. When you put Redditors with kids, I'm not super happy about it.
Oh, then you're gonna
Well-
be fucking pissed with what Dan Schneider does.
He's just one of those dudes that like is a shitty.
He's just one of the
person, but makes,
bros.
like great work. Drager's bro. He's Drager's bro.
Not my bro. I don't endorse him or support him.
Yeah, he does.
Trademark.
Clip it.
Trademark by Drager King. If this is clipped, you're getting
Can we
sued.
clip it? Can we clip it
Oh,
before he
man.
does that?
Trademark. 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 If you clip this, you're getting
What?
sued.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, all of the Dan Schneider shows, they're not like my favorite. It's not what I would watch. They're all, none of them are cartoons.
the-
So
the
that's
fact
That's
that
what
also
I'm
part of it.
saying.
The fact that like this dude created Key and Peele, and I feel like you guys haven't even seen Key and Peele.
There's no way he created
And-
Key and
and-
Peele.
What do you mean?
And that like in my mind, that makes you racist. All right, I'm saying it.
What do you
There's
mean?
You
what?
haven't seen Key
What?
and Peele. I'm calling it.
I'm pretty sure Key and Peele created Key and Peele.
Yeah, I don't think Dan Schneider has anything to do with it unless you mean like he was influential to them.
Yeah, he wrote Key and Peele.
What are you
it's not
talking
really
about?
a right. It's just a comedy show with skits.
Yeah.
Key and Peele.
Yes, Key and Peele.
No, you're thinking of all that.
No, I'm thinking of Key and Peele.
You're thinking of all that because Key and Peele is a show
Yes, Key and
from
Peele is a
Key and
show.
Peele.
Like, I need you to go
Kegel
look up
Mi-
Key and Peele right now.
Kegel Michael Key.
Okay. All right, we're looking it up. We're looking it up.
I need this dude to
'Cause
just
I literally-
see it for
What?
himself.
Because I literally see it. In front of
Keegan
my
Michael
face
Key
right
and
here.
Jordan Peele. Like that's the two. That's Key and Peele. That's the two people. It's the two.
Oh, Keenan and Kel.
There you
Keenan and
go.
Kel, there you
That is-
go.
That is completely different.
It is, but it was there.
No, I get the the
Keenan and
confusion.
Kel.
Keegan and Kel. I do know of the show.
You haven't seen that show? You're racist.
I
Why?
haven't seen that show.
Like I could be racist without having not watched that show. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, this show is very impactful. All right, this was everyone's shit when we were younger.
Well then, why are you watching everybody's shit? That's their shit.
No, this was our shit, bro. This is what got kids across the board addicted to orange soda, which was
What?
terrible.
What? What are you on about?
You guys, I don't know what type of childhood you guys had. All right.
It was fine. Well, relatively
Could have
speaking.
been better.
Yeah. It is what it do. You know?
My siblings pretended I didn't exist for an entire year. That really fucked with my mental health.
I tried
Well,
doing
you
that,
let
but,
it.
you know.
Oh well, I was 4.
Well, grow up.
Crazy. I was just sitting at the loading screen for no reason this whole time.
That's what rock talking is about. You know, we just sit and talk as rocks. And because I'm a rock, I don't need shoes, and that saves me $150.
How much do you spend on shoes?
Yeah, what?
150?
Bro, $150
Is that-
for shoes?
Is that
I want you guys to
minimum or is that
understand this.
maximum?
Is that a normal
This is
price
cheap.
for you? What the fuck?
That is cheap
That's
for shoes.
cheap.
I don't know. Yeah,
Dude,
don't know
I
what the
spend
fuck
like
you-
$30
type
to
of
$40.
Reeboks, fucking Converse wearing Walmart to the shop and we go. Here we are.
Yeah.
Type boys you are. But
What other
Listen,
shoes do you
I-
need?
Get
Hang
comfort
on.
For, comfort
I-
yourself. What are you talking about, bro?
Well, I know what you're
don't-
you're saying, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I was the
Look
same
up
way when I
real
was in
shoes.
fucking high school,
Look up real shoes.
but I haven't bought a pair of
Okay, I
shoes
don't
in,
know
like,
why.
4 years.
Real shoes.
I haven't
High
bought-
heels.
I haven't bought shoes
Or
in a
they're
long time
all
as
they're
well.
all high heels when I type in real shoes.
That's crazy.
All right, now you order some.
Why are you telling them to order high heels?
He's looking them up.
What am I gonna go
Okay,
and
But
like
you told them to look them up.
do some? Oh,
No.
look, those are some snake skin ones. Oh, sorry, python specifically.
Python. It's
Oh, there you go, there you
Titanoboa.
go.
We got some Lil Nas, the Lil Nas Nikes.
I would
I'd,
say
I'd
I would
rock
say
some Lil Nas Nikes. I won't even
I,
lie.
they could look
Like
kind of like
a
slugs. I'm
thousand?
not a big fan.
100 to 1,000 is where you're going to be finding your price range for shoes.
Why?
What?
Yes,
Why?
it's just I mean
Can you tell
so
me
different.
why you need that expensive of a shoe, like what the comfort difference is.
Well, comfort.
What does it do?
Comfort, you know, I necessarily can't call out the comfort. All right.
Okay.
But what I can call back is that the fact that there is collectability. You know, there's an investment to these shoes. You buy a pair of white Reeboks.
No, you said
And you go-
investment.
and you-
I already don't care. I just
You-
can't
you
with
go-
that.
You go and buy yourself some Reeboks. Those things are trashed. All right. Give it a year, 2 years. Trashed. Who cares?
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie,
You
Crew,
buy-
you're kind of ruining my chuffing streak.
I want to hear what he's saying. I want to hear what he's saying.
I don't know what chuffing means.
Chafing?
Chuff.
Chafing? Chuffing?
God damn it, my mewing streak is chuffed now.
Oh.
But you get some shoes that come off. I mean, I don't even know a name for a shoe. You could probably just name it like a Jordan special edition type shit that collabs with an artist. You buy
Why?
that shoe, all right? That right there is an investment.
No,
buy-
it's not an investment, dude. Then you don't have shoes to wear.
Yeah, you
wear
like,
the shoe.
I don't.
but doesn't that?
The whole
that
point
take away
of
the
buying
value?
a shoe is so I can wear a shoe. If I'm buying a shoe, I want to wear the shoe. If I'm buying an expensive shoe that's a investment, I'm not allowed to wear that shoe.
Well, I mean, depending on, you know,
No.
some people will still buy them used.
Fuck that, dude. The reason I buy shoes is not the reason everybody. This is not a blanket statement for everybody. The reason I buy shoes is so I can wear them, and so I can like use my. I want to use my shoes. Like that's.
That's not
As
allowed.
blatant
That's
as
No, that's
possible.
not allowed.
I
Come
will
on.
say I want to use them.
Don't be talking crazy like
There's
that.
a
Come on.
reason I don't get white shoes is because they're probably gonna get scuffed up a little bit. Because I
You say
use my
chuffed?
shoes. Scuffed.
My bro's chuffed out here.
I didn't say chuffed.
Well, I'm also looking at it from you know, you don't have to ball out and get like a $2,000 shoe.
Dude, you
but-
listen. Anything
If you
over
pay $2,000 for a shoe, I swear
I
to God, I'd
paid-
smack you in the mouth.
I paid $150 for my latest pair of shoes, and that's because I was forced to by work because I needed polishable, non-slip, blah 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 shoes. And I had no polishable shoes, so I was like, okay, I'll buy these. I don't need them anymore because they changed the rules because awesome. But 150 felt like way too much. Like way too much. Like 3 pairs of shoes
just-
for me.
Yeah, but those are also like cheaper shoes, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the quality, like they don't last as long. Like you gotta. How
Dude.
I'm thinking of this shit too is 1, yes, investment. 2, it's also just taking care of yourself
How
in the end.
how
Like
often
unless
do you buy
unless
shoes?
these
then?
shoes, I don't buy shoes that often. I wish I was able to, but I'm too broke to. So I
Sure.
wear the same shoes that I wear for the past 7 years.
Well, the reason I ask is because
But-
my shoes typically last 1 year, and that's
Right.
$50 a year.
Hang on, what kind of shoes are we talking about here, Crew? I wanna give me an example.
Well, he said Jordans, so that's what he was
I was
thinking.
yeah. I mean, I'm
as
just
an
using like
example.
you could do
Or just some Nikes.
Jordans. Yeah, Nike, like the higher end Nikes. Like the quality and the fabric difference is different than just a normal $60 to $100 shoe. And
Look,
some of them
man.
are, you know, can be collectible too. But the quality and the fabric, like you kind of pay for what you get, if that makes sense.
That's
You
not
pay
true.
$60 to $100 for a shoe, it's only going to last about a year.
Half of the price is name. You're just paying for a name when it comes to shoes.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's
Not-
even
not
half of the
fully.
price.
No, I'll
No, there's
I
fabric
will
difference.
concede that not for all of them. I will concede that there are some shoes higher end that absolutely have a manufacturing difference and like material difference.
This
But-
dude's talking about Balenciagas.
I'm just saying. She called me Baba Yaga. Sorry.
No, I'm saying you're talking about Balenciagas.
Oh, Balenciagas, yeah. But I still don't think the price is worth it because I'd rather just spend $50 every year, once a year, instead of $200 every like 2 or 3 years. Because I wear through shoes way faster than that.
Hey guys, I'm sharing my screen. Crew, is this what you're talking about?
Okay, all right. Let's see what you got going on here.
Oh Lord. I'm not a shoe guy. I'm not
What
really
the-
a clothing
what is-
person.
What is this?
This is apparently
Uh,
the
it's
$1,000
400
shoe.
No, that's just 480.
Alright. Give it to me.
Cruz,
I'm gonna wear
Cruz,
it.
Cruz probably a size like he's probably size 11.
What size is that?
That's
Or
crazy.
sorry,
I've been
what?
called that? How do you know?
478?
No,
Ship
I
that
just
to me.
I'm not even. Wait, what are you guys' shoe size?
take a
You
guess.
just called 9.
I'm only 10s, so I'm
I'm
not
like-
a very tall man myself.
I'm like a 10, 10 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at these shoes right here, bro. Like these shoes right here, 180, 200.
I personally cannot see why.
Did
it's
you buy
worth
the
it.
shoe, Crew?
I don't wear Jordans.
You
Funny
just
enough.
you just suggest them to people.
I know what
Well,
he
no, I'm
wears.
just-
Would you
I'm
wear
just-
Yeezys?
I have Yeezys. I have 2 pairs of
Oh.
Yeezys.
I
Why?
would wear you. This dude, what? You're the one that buys
Why?
the expensive shoes.
I bought them 4 years ago. Like I said, I haven't bought shoes in 4 years.
Why do you
Yeah,
want to
bro,
buy
like, look-
Yeezys? I
like,
don't
look at these
understand.
shoes, bro. Look at
They're
the price
actually
of these
really
shoes.
fucking comfortable.
Yeah, because
Yeah?
they're
Once,
expensive.
once you break them in, they're just like super comfortable.
That's
Dude,
what I'm
I've had
saying, bro.
super comfortable shoes that cost me
and
like
like
50.
and like look at some of these designs. Look at that one right there. Look at the Kobe.
I don't look at my shoes. I
Oh.
don't look at my shoes. I
This
put
man's
them
never
on
looked at his feet.
and I
That's
walk
crazy.
around.
You gotta I mean,
Listen,
you gotta
man.
care how you look. Look at
Why?
the shoe,
Why do
man.
I have to care how I look?
This man's never
I
once
Can
mean,
you
you
looked
don't
at
explain
his
this
have
to
to
me?
care how you look, but it's just like if you walk past the mirror,
Yeah, these
do
are
you want to
kind
look
of
past the mirror and
insane.
like side smirk, or do you want to
These
walk
are-
past
these
the
are
mirror
kind
and
of
just like get a
insane right
shove
here.
If
because you're, like,
if I walk past a mirror,
Drager-
I'm not going to be able to see my shoes.
I love how Drager slowly comes like, hey,
My
they're
god.
sweet. I'm checking them out. Checking them out. Oh. But
Hang
yeah,
on,
bro,
this
That is
really-
so
I mean,
expensive. Jesus
Oh my god, he's
Christ.
buying them.
No.
Well, that's how easy it is, guys. Like it's like the shoes are good and they're comfy. They last a long time, and it's the beauty.
No, I'm
It's
just
the
kidding. I'm not
beauty.
fucking buying that. Are you kidding me?
I will say, like, if people want to spend money on it and they enjoy,
You
if they get
should-
enjoyment out of it, whatever, do you.
Look,
But I draw the line with telling me that I should do it because I'm like,
Oh,
nah.
this
I ruin
look,
shoes.
a person,
what I do.
should have. A person should have work shoes. A person should have like mowing the lawn shoes. Oh, bro, those whole shoes. A person should have going out shoes, and that's what keeps your shoes longer and better. Like you buy the Reeboks whenever you're at home
True.
and you're like working on the lawn
I-
and shit like
th-
that.
I don't
But you
have
get
the
Dog,
money.
no fucking way!
Jesus.
But you get this Kobe 11 Elite Low US. Whenever you
I
go
have
out
these
in town,
fucking
bro.
shoes.
No, you don't.
I'm dead
Stop it.
serious. I have these
Show
ones.
Go take a picture. Go take a picture right now. Right now on the podcast. Go take a picture. But those
Here.
are the shoes that you wear out.
I don't go out, dude. I don't have money. Are you kidding me?
So the
don't
reason you
go
own those
out.
shoes is because of that's see, it's not because it's something you don't want to do.
No,
it's
you
that-
know what I
it's
would
that
wear?
money.
What the shoes I would wear if I went out is I would buy a nice clean pair of Vans because those are actually my favorite. And those don't
Those Vans,
cost
like-
fucking. They don't cost over 100, or not Vans,
See,
but
Vans were my-
that style.
Vans and Converse were my favorite too when I was
I don't
fucking
like
16.
Converse. I don't like Converse, and I don't like Vans specifically. It's just that skateboard shoe style, but not skateboard shoes, obviously.
Yeah, see, that's our young men mentality, bro.
Sure,
That's what that's what
you're
we
right.
used to wear.
Basketball shoes, definitely more mature.
Look at these shoes, bro. Look at these fucking shoes.
It's literally basketball shoes,
this-
my guy.
This is
They
this
are
is
basketball shoes, yes.
You can't take the more mature road by saying
mean-
these are now adult shoes because they're basketball shoes.
You could wear them. You could wear them around.
I never said they
I-
were immature. You were the one that said that Van
I'm
style shoes
someone-
were.
I'm someone that loves Vans. You know, I
Cool.
like to rock a good pair of Vans. But when I
Pay
see
$1,000
people
for
that
a pair
wear,
of Vans.
I see it.
I wouldn't.
I see people that wear Vans now that
Sure.
are like older, and I'm like, that guy needs to grow up. Me personally, that's just how I feel.
Bro, this guy
how I
literally drops
What?
over
Yeah.
$200 on a pair of shoes and tells other people they need to grow up.
I haven't dropped money
That
on
is
what are you talking
crazy.
about?
That's crazy to me.
I haven't dropped any amount of money on shoes.
I don't
I'm
think
just
that
saying this
shoes. I don't think that there's any shoe
the guy-
that is immature, unless it's like
I'm-
even light. Dude, if somebody rocked up with light up shoes, I would be like, that
Bro.
guy's sick. That guy is
If you're
amazing.
wearing low,
I should
if
get
you're
some
wearing
Heelys.
low,
I'm just saying.
I'd rock Heelys.
Yo,
you
whoa,
get
come
low-
on. Come on.
Low cut, whatever it's called, low
Oh,
cut
man.
a shoe or whatever
Sure.
for the Vans or Converse. If you wear either of those, yeah, definitely need to grow up.
I
Those
I
are
don't
shoe
wear
shoes.
I don't wear the low cut style. I
No,
literally
low
mean
cut?
Yeah,
yes, so-
like almost like the slip-on Converse.
it's almost like
slip-on
it's a feminine like style essentially where it's a thinner shoe.
teenager style.
You guys are telling me that having an
He's looking
ankle.
down right
Hang
now.
on a sec. I have my shoes off.
I know what he
don't-
means. I just don't really care for that style anyway. But if somebody wore them,
Hang
I'd
on,
say that's
hang on.
fine.
You gotta look at my fucking. I'm sharing my screen again. You gotta look at it.
I've been
You're talking
looking
about
at
like
it.
these ones? You talking
Yeah,
about like
yeah,
this
grow
cut?
up. Grow the fuck up.
Those are still
Unless you got
kind of
tits.
taller.
These cuts?
There are lower cuts than that.
Like those
I
are
think.
puffed. Those are different.
Yeah, those are
Those
puffed
are
up.
puffed. Shut
Yeah,
up.
those are-
he's
Shut up.
talking
They
about.
are.
He literally is just talking about like canvas. That's it. It's
Yeah,
literally
like you
shoes.
walk in-
I don't like Converse. I don't like Converse because I don't
Oh,
like
these ones?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about, and those are not the style I like. I
The
don't like.
slip-ons?
Yeah, I
No,
don't
no,
like
no,
slip-ons.
not just slip on, but the still like go back. All
He's
right?
talking about even ones that you can lace up.
These ones are
where
cool
you
if
only
you're at
get
home.
you only
These
get
are what I
like
mean for house shoes, bro.
four back and forths as opposed to the normal
Like-
like 8
like-
or whatever.
Like these right here are like what I picture like I would purchase for house shoes. Like I'd buy these and walk around my home with them.
Why do you wear shoes in your house?
What? Yeah, why? Yeah. What
I
the
mean,
fuck?
if it's cold where
I
you're
just-
at, I get it, but
Okay, yeah, shoes like this, yeah, like grow up. Like if you have this low cut, that top red right one, the one with the white,
I don't.
yeah, you
I
either,
just
you
Like,
either
I had
you
these.
either-
it
you either have
feels
tits or
hip-
you're a teenager. That's,
it
that's
feels
all I'm saying.
hypocritical
You
to
fucking
me.
grow up.
That's why
I
I'm
had
did.
these.
Me too.
I had these.
Me too.
I stopped wearing them because my cat pissed in them.
No, you stopped wearing them because you grew up, bro. Your cat pissed in them because it was time for you to mature.
It feels
What
so.
the fuck are you looking at people's feet telling them to grow up? What?
That's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, it feels so weird to me that somebody's like basketball shoes. Yeah, definitely buy those. It's an investment to buy $500 shoes. Also, if
I
you
mean-
buy Vans or any low cuts, you're fucking immature and you need to learn how to grow up. I'm like, what?
These are just what
What?
this
These
is
are
what
pretty cool.
I feel.
So to me,
It ain't
people
just
who
these
wear
ones either. There's other shoes.
to me people who
These
wear
ones are fucking
Vans,
dope.
people who wear Vans have
Like
the
the- like
same
the Nikes?
mentality as somebody who wants to drop $500 on shoes. Same exact mentality to me.
Well, I did used to wear Vans.
I feel like
It's
you're
just like-
still in the same mentality.
I have these ones too.
Bro, stop.
Stop showing your shoes, or
Dog!
I
God,
just
I'm
think
so
it's capping.
fucking pissed. They're all like fucking broken down and used in like shoes should be. And like if I
That's what
fucking
I'm
knew they were gonna
saying,
cost
like-
this much, I would have fucking kept them perfect.
my lord, there is stuff
Yeah,
that
good
I
investment
would.
for the shoes.
There is stuff I would buy that I specifically would keep set aside, like art. If you consider those shoes art, I'm fine with that. But if you're buying them
How
to
do you
wear
not?
them, if you're buying them
Like,
to
how do
wear
you-
them, then that's where I have it. That's where I'm like.
But it's
What's
it's
the
like
fucking
wearable
point?
art. Like it's comfort and it's art. Like
Well, the whole point of
it's-
art is you're not destroying it. To me,
no, that ain't true. Art can be interpreted any way. It
You're
can
right.
also be destroyed.
okay. So if that's the point of the art, then that makes sense. I
You can-
still
shoes
would
are
not
meant-
buy art for that reason.
Shoes are meant to be worn,
Right.
right?
The
So the purpose of the art is to be worn over time.
I don't want to destroy over $500 just by living.
boys,
Although I
Easy.
do
you do
that
it every
often.
day. You buy gas, you go to work, you buy
Boys.
coffee, you get a donut, you food.
Living requires me
You're-
to do
you're-
this.
You're gonna spend the money regardless, my friend.
this
You're
was the
right.
first pair of shoes I ever bought. Look how much it's fucking worth now.
Well,
Well, I ever bought with my own money.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know why you keep saying this.
No one
I
else
don't
can
know
see
why-
it besides us.
Yeah,
Well, I wanted to show you guys. Like this is just
Thank
us
you.
they're
chilling.
just
We're
Kobe's. I
chilling
don't
together.
know, man.
Yeah, that's fair. I like him. I mean, I think
Fuck
all
this.
these.
Fuck this.
I-
stuff.
I think all the shoes. I'm just saying, like whatever you guys
Mhm.
think out there, but this is all from someone that has wore Vans. I also wear shitty shoes, but these are just things that I think I should be doing. I just can't because I'm poor. All right.
Have you tried
Sure.
not being
So-
poor?
It's yeah, many
It's word.
times,
It's word.
many times. It's a work in progress for sure.
I would agree with that. It's definitely a work in progress.
Absolutely. Have you brought anything to this week that you wanted to talk about? Any
Oh
trending
fuck,
stuff?
Montana! Oh my god.
I mostly wanted to see what we were talking about first. I had some stuff, but I don't think anything fits in with shoes.
Well, nothing.
I don't have any
nothing's gotta fit in
solid,
anywhere.
flushed out ideas anyway, so it's whatevs, you know. My brain is mush right now anyway, so I need to settle into being at home. That's what I'm trying to do.
To being at home. I can't wait to just. I don't know. Get out of home. I find it weird that like humans were traveling around for so long and then we're just like, all right, we're pretty complacent now. Let's just chill. I still want to move. I still want to move around and see shit. I'm tired of
Yeah.
reading about it and seeing it in videos. Like I want to go see it, bro.
We'll go do it. Nothing's stopping you.
Well,
He's
right
trying.
Now, right now it is. We are trying.
Well, then do it. He's like, dude, it takes time, bro.
I know, bro.
God damn.
He's like
Make
that
it take
dad
less
that
time.
you try to tell your dreams to the father. And he's like,
Yeah.
just fucking do
Then
it."
go do it, dude. I can't buy a house. What do you mean?
I'm not you, Dad.
I'm not you.
not-
Dad.
I'm not you.
I never have been.
Trying to be like you, and it's killing me. It's killing me.
Oh man, I'm gonna be on vacation soon. Anybody have vacation recently? It's
I
literally
have
been
never.
a year.
Well, I've went on vacation, but I've never like. I would say
You never got paid during
personal-
it.
No, I've never been paid during vacation ever in
That
my life.
makes a difference.
But I've probably only taken like 3 personal trips in my whole life I can think of. Like senior trip.
Oh really?
Went to like a yeah, I've never like traveled by myself. It's always been like with family or
It's
something.
hard to, man.
Or like I
expensive.
was working, so like I'd travel with work.
Yeah.
Well, it's on my end. I'm always trying to find people to go and travel with, but nobody ever wants to travel.
I will say,
Like, one night-
traveling alone doesn't seem fun to me.
No, traveling alone sucks. That's why I like
Yeah.
ask people. Like one night, my buddy came in. He literally just showed up. My house kind of used to be like that 70s show, so people would just like walk in and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And then we'd sit down and we'd all be smoking, and he'd be like, "Hey, you want to go to Michigan?" And this was like 11:30 at night, and I was like, "Michigan?" I was like, "For what?" He's like, "They opened up they got that rec place for the marijuana. We can drive up there." And I was like, all right. And then we just hopped in his car, drove there. We parked in a parking lot. We were gonna sleep in a car. He didn't want to sleep in a car, so we got a hotel room, and then we got some weed and dipped out. But I'm pretty much down to do it. Like if somebody came in and was like, "Hey, you want to travel?" All right, let's see where this night takes us. I'm pretty
Right.
open to it.
Much more of a planner myself. Can't help it. I get tired of like being like, cool, oh, let's go do this thing. And then people bail. And I'm like, okay, so now I don't have anything to do this weekend. Nice. I got tired of that happening a lot. And so I was like, we're planning this shit.
Yeah. I would
What happened to me?
the one activity I would do by myself that I've actually done a couple times, a
Masturbate.
snowboard.
Oh.
Oh my.
That I've snowboarded like twice by myself because it's just so insanely hard to find people that snowboard.
Not where I'm at. I've been snowboarding once, but everybody I went with has been snowboarding a lot. So I was stuck on the fucking like bunny slope, just learning how to be on a board. And they're like, "All right, we're gonna go up on the hill." Awesome.
See you in a couple hours.
Great. So I was like, yeah, that was kind of pointless. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, you can when you do it.
You got to have your skill
Personally,
level.
my advice.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, well that was the opposite. I say just go.
I tried. So the first time I went with them without ever learning, and I was like,
smart.
fucked. Because they were like, if you go to the right, you're going down the black diamond. Don't go to the right. And I was like desperate to not. But I didn't know. I literally had never stood on a snowboard until that moment.
Yeah,
And so
when
that's why I was like,
snowboarded,
fuck.
I came off of years of like skateboarding, so
Well,
pretty
me too.
much-
That's why they were like, "Oh, you'll be fine," and I was like, "It doesn't really. It's not the same at all.
bro,
the way-
it's the same.
The way you turn a snowboard is not the same as how you turn a skateboard. It's the opposite. Instead of like lifting your tail if you need to, or leaning kind of works the same. Just you got to be moving, and
Bro,
that was
when
the hard part.
I've only snowboarded like a few times, but I'm like naturally gifted. Like I picked that shit, and I feel like it's because I've skateboarded a lot. Like I was able to like have the handling, because I didn't have any trouble when I went snowboarding. I was able to go down.
I
Yeah,
also
I had to
never
get, like-
went to skate shop or skate parks, so that's also different. Is I wasn't used to like slopes of any kind really. I was used to like sidewalk skateboarding. That's all I did was sidewalk skateboarding.
Yeah.
And
Nothing wrong with
so,
that.
well, there was no like correlation to snowboarding, like at all, between like flat skateboard land that you literally have to be like pedaling nonstop to even keep going, compared to snowboarding where you're like, I just have to direct myself.
Look at
Completely
us, boys.
different.
Yeah, but it's about the balance.
Right, but
Balancing is the
I was
same.
used to having to balance
And-
while I pedaled more than just standing on my board.
And
That
it's
was
also
the
the
difference
same
to me.
like when you're turning, like when you twist your hips, like that's what you do on a skateboard to like turn to different
Yes.
to skate different ways.
On snowboarding, it's opposite. You usually have to push a little, as opposed to
It's
with
just like
the,
a little-
with the
it's a
skateboard. You
dip.
don't.
And a dip is kind of like when you do a kickflip, so it's just like
That's not too bad. That's not too far off. I don't know. I never got extremely good at skateboarding anyway. It wasn't my go-to thing. We did a lot of hacky sack and stuff, and because that was easier to like hang out and chat with the boys.
easy.
I did a lot of
Hacky
stoner
sack.
things without actually like smoking at all.
Were you guys all wearing like the drug rugs?
Maybe. What are those?
Look up like a drug rug. It's basically like
Said
a
it twice.
cheaply made sweatshirt that they sell at like festivals
Oh,
or
no, no.
fairs.
We I
Like
had
carpet almost.
Yeah, no, we didn't have those. I know what you're talking about. Those are just like those are
Drug rugs.
stoner rugs. Yeah, those. Yeah, we just had like I think I had a fucking hoodie from Walmart or some shit. And then I had a friend who just wore t-shirts all year round. It's like fucking
Nice.
rating, and he's like, "That's fine." I'm like, dude,
Was-
he had a t-shirt and shorts all year round, basically.
Was he a thicker boy?
Yeah, he was a thicker man. He's like, I run warm. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, man.
We had a dude at our school. His name was Zach, and he was like thick, like
Yeah,
he was big and he was hairy. So
yeah,
this
yeah.
dude-
He was a bit hairy too. I will say he
like-
wasn't like sumo large. Like you could
No,
tell he had
no.
muscle underneath. He was just a large individual.
Yeah, same. And this
Yeah.
dude, like you said, t-shirt, shorts all year.
All
didn't
year.
matter.
The moment we saw him put like pants on, we're like, oh, it is really cold today, isn't it?
This dude got paid one time. I forget how much, but he
Mhm.
shaved an upside down cross in his leg because his legs are so hairy.
Oh,
that it-
right.
That it, that it looks like like you shave anything in there, it's clear as day that you shaved something in there. So they paid him to put upside down crosses in. And whenever the teachers would be like, "Hey, why is there an upside down cross?" He's like, "Oh, it's a cross. I look
That's
at it."
just the way.
Stupid shit, bro. Oh, my God.
I will say this guy that I'm talking about. I have one like, it's not a good memory, but to me it is. To him it was really bad. So we went to like a water park or some shit. It was like the first like 90-degree day of like that whole year. And I think we were like 16, 17. And so we went to the water park. We were like, fuck yeah, it's hot. Go to the water park. Get there early, leave late. Awesome. We're like, okay, we're all gonna make sure we put on sunscreen, because that's the worst thing that can happen right now. Put on sunscreen. Awesome. He forgot about his feet. And when I say he forgot about his feet, he literally couldn't go to school anymore because he had actual just orange blisters on the tops of his feet. So like,
Ouch.
And he's like, I'm just so happy I wear basketball shorts everywhere, because that's all he wanted to wear anyway. So, and dude, imagine trying to put pants on. Oh god, that would be the worst. And he was just he's like, I gotta wear flip flops to school now because they're not healed yet, and school wants me to go back, and that's the solution. I was like, okay, disgusting.
Someone steps on his flip
Oh,
and he
dude.
rips it.
Ugh.
So similar water park story there. I went to the water park with my mom, and being the great parent that she is, she doesn't give me sunblock the whole time that we're at this water park. So, young boy, freshman year, at a water park all day till close. We get home, neck, shoulders, covers. It's radiating heat. I'm in pain. It sucks. It's the worst shit ever. I'm laying in study hall with my head down, and I used to get like bullied by these fucking kids. I can't even think of the names of them now because I've probably like mentally blocked them out. But they walked right up to me and just fucking smacked their hand. They're like, "Hey, what's up, Carl?" Smacked their hand on my back, bro. Popped all these like blisters and shit. It was one of the worst feelings I've ever experienced in my whole life, bro. The uppers at our school were dicks. Like, they were some of the fucked up dudes who would do some of the most fucked up things to you and not care at all.
That's
not
crazy.
Care. It was fucked up, bro. Yep.
We
poor parenting, poor supervising of the school.
Yeah. I think we had some like bullies. It was weird because I was like, I believe it or not, this is gonna be hard to believe. Trust me. I got a little cooler over time. I was nearly not as cool as I am now, so I've only gotten better. And yet, like, I don't, no, it's, I was not very socially adept. I've gotten funnier too, so I mean, there's that, you know. But every time like somebody was like, "Oh yeah, that guy's kind of a dick. You should probably stay away from him," whatever, I would just be like chill with them, and they would just always be chill with me back, no matter what. It was weird. I don't know why. That's just how it was.
I was like new to the school. Like it was freshman year was like my first year being at the school. So it was like, who's this guy? Who cares? You know, he's a new guy. I seen them. Some of the shit that they did was like they took this dude. So like football practice, everybody like would shower. They took this dude from the shower, taped him up to the wall with duct tape. I don't know if he was naked or had underwear or clothes on, but they taped him to the wall.
Yeah.
I remember this one dude was literally fighting me just because I was an underclassman. And this dude, I was winning, so he just grabbed my dick, just full on tip and shaft, just grabbed a hold of it.
Wow, okay.
Like, I didn't even remember any of this shit until we started talking about like the high schools and shit. These dudes were fucked up, and after graduated, I know a lot of them just like got addicted to cocaine and shit. So it's like, all right, you know, like they got
Rough.
what was coming to.
Yeah,
I ain't too bad.
a lot of people in my school didn't it didn't go well for them. And I didn't get into drugs. So I think that's a win. I think overall I probably did
I mean, if
better
you
than the average at my school.
can, if you can beat out drugs, nicotine, and alcohol,
Well,
like,
okay. Hey, whoa. You're
95%.
too many things there. Oh,
You're
95.
talking
Okay.
95. Yeah. I mean, if you got one of them in there, like the drugs is the alcohol, that's only going to get you when you're older. So,
True.
Like you're good to drink that now, you know, but like, watch out.
I mean,
as you get older.
I avoided cigarettes. I didn't avoid hookah. However, I have made it so it's at least nicotine free for the most part.
Yeah,
So I'll take that as a win.
it's still like
It's still
an insane
smoke.
amount of like water vapor and smoke going into
Yeah,
your lungs,
it's
but
sugar. It's mostly sugar or water vapor, but it's not nicotine, and it's not because nicotine's really bad for your brain generally.
yeah.
And that was one of the important things. And cigarettes have so many other different fucking chemicals that if you're avoiding cigarettes, you're doing a lot better than most.
Oh, I just thought of a happy memory from high school.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's cool. It just popped. So me and this dude, I'll just shout it. It's his name's Brad. So this dude had like this fucking big ass truck, right? Like he was like a country. He just lived a country life. And
Yeah.
I was in
Heard.
study hall, and it was like I think it was my June, and it was like one of the years where just it was like we don't really care. We're getting close to graduating. This is a study hall. We can kind of do what we want. So I snuck out of study hall, and me and Brad would hang out in his truck. And this dude, for some reason, the only DVD that he had in his truck was dudes deer hunting. So like we would sit in his truck at study hall at the closest like the end of school, and we'd just be watching these dudes like get off to hunting deers. Like they're just in there like, oh yeah, like there's that white-tailed doe right there. She's
Jesus
coming,
Christ.
she's coming in. And, like the guy's like, fucking kill this deer. He's like, bang. He's like, I got her. I got her. And like,
My
it was
God.
some of the funniest shit ever. We used to call, ever say, hey, there was these two kids outside in the parking lot in a truck watching deer porn together. It's some of the craziest shit, but it was super funny.
Oh man.
Like if anybody,
You
if
know-
anybody sat in the truck and watched,
You've unlocked a memory that I've put away. Is Dranger back yet? I haven't heard.
no, it was
Yeah, I
the
just
okay,
listened to
okay.
Peter's story.
So did you guys ever have the situation where you just, you had people over spending the night, and so you just like hung out, and then there's always one person who for
Is
some
me.
reason has a weird ass fucking movie or
Dick.
DVD of some type. I'm not sure. I'm sure one of us had a weird dick. I'm not sure. But it was actually my brother's friend, because since we were close in age, we tended to hang out with the same people. And it was one of his friends. He brought this like it was an animated Japanese like cartoon style thing. But the whole premise of this is, I'm sure you can find it pretty easily, is like it was accidental porn. And so it was just like situations where it was like a woman and a guy had continuous accidents until suddenly his dick was in her. Like it was just a comic of that. And I was like, what are you guys fucking watching? He's like, no, it's funny. Like I'm a little disturbed. I don't understand. And it's like a whole thing. Like that's like a whole genre is accidental. Like this guy had rollerblades on, and somehow like something happened where his pants came down, and the girl was like had to like go grab something, the wind blew her skirt up, and like that would be the incident that happens. It's like I don't understand why you have this thing. Anyway, that was a memory you unlocked for me. Thank you. Thank you for that.
No worries. No, my lunch table was a little bit more fucked up on the part of like they would always talk about, hey, what would you do if you caught the guy that like murdered your whole family? And they would
I'd
just be
probably
like,
kill him.
right? But it's
But
like,
how would you
think
do
of yeah, think of teenage boys at a lunch table
my
just
God.
describing the most gruesome would torture the person that killed their family. Like it was fucking. I don't remember anything, but like, just picture teenage boys at a lunch table just talking about the most gruesome shit possible.
I
I
think
want to
that
talk about
was what they
buttered
did.
sausage.
I wish-
butter sauce. Always with the butter
Just-
sauce.
I
I
know we had this one dude.
yeah.
Oh, this was quick. This dude.
No, you're good.
We at lunch table we would say, hey, do a one biter, and a one biter was where he would take whatever dessert he had,
Okay.
and he would
like,
try
what
to eat
food?
it in one bite, no matter how big or small it was. Try to thing it out.
Do a one butter.
That's all it took. That literally right there, what you said, and he would be like ripping it open.
I think so. Like during high school, at our lunch table, we would just talk about the randomest shit. Like some of it was like we were always the table that nobody like took, but we weren't like exiled from anybody. We were just like, I really don't want to sit with any of those people, so we'll just sit here. And so like it turned into just like people who it was kind of like that 70s show would be another good example where it's just the group of people that are like, I don't really care for anybody else.
Yeah.
And that was kind of who we had. And like eventually a couple of them we were friends, and so we were like trying to like talk. So we learned how to play like Magic and stuff, but we didn't want people to know that we played Magic the Gathering because the kids at school who played Magic the Gathering were a lot. They were a lot to deal with. So we were like, we didn't want other people to hear about it. So anytime somebody would like walk by, we'd be like, anyway, how's that? You know, the video game that we were talking about. So it was like we were being covert about the nerdy things because we just didn't
Yeah.
want to have to talk to the extreme nerds because they're awkward, man. You ever get locked into conversation with one of them? Feel bad. Well,
There was
I
always
didn't
this
wanna
one
do it.
dude that was he always carried Star Wars like lightsabers.
Damn.
That was him, and he was like, if you made him mad, he was gonna get you with him. So you had to run,
Fun.
run.
My God.
about you,
Dranger.
Dranger?
Yeah. What do you? I feel like you should have some stories, right? Something.
He's like, no, I was made after high school. I was
Yeah, I just
made
came
into a
into
19-year-old.
existence. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of just born from a rock.
Now he's stuck in a hard place.
And I'm sucking dick. I mean, what?
Buttered sausage. Let's talk about buttered sausage.
I didn't know the hard place was in your mouth.
Hey yo,
Sometimes you
back
just gotta
shots, back
guess, man.
shots. Hit him with
Sometimes
the back shots.
you just gotta guess.
You gotta at least warn them, you know.
What's your guys' favorite sport? I feel like Orange would like lacrosse.
I feel like
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, we should
I've
get each
heard
other's
that
favorite
before.
sport.
I've heard that I would like lacrosse before.
I was gonna go with cricket.
You gonna keep hitting it, baby girl.
Cricket's boring to me, man. It just
All right.
it's just like baseball. So boring.
I think Dranger's favorite sport is poker.
What? That's not a sport,
Poker is
Yes,
a
it
sport.
is.
is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It legally has to be a sport or else you're not allowed to do like a tournament on
Never
it.
mind.
You
Your
can't
favorite
do a
sport's
tournament on
Twitch.
gambling. Yeah. His favorite sport is
believe it.
marrying old men and taking their money after they die.
Is that
Not
possible?
possible.
Is that
Huh?
where do you do that?
Oh, you just you have to be
any-
a pretty young woman.
Any older woman out there, hit up Dringer.
It doesn't really
Do
work
not
the
hit
same
me up.
the other way.
I will not do that.
Triggers gonna
I
change
am
my
a
filter.
happily married man.
No, you're filtering them for me, bro.
I was hoping he said happily
That's
married
crazy.
woman.
That's
so,
crazy that you even thought about that. That's nuts.
Yeah,
Sorry,
That's
just when
crazy.
people get eyes on me, it's just kind of like you just kind of
it's too
expect it.
late. Yeah, it's too late for you, crew. They had their
Like
eyes
it's
set on
hard.
Dragon.
It's hard for people to
Yeah.
walk outside of work without being pregnant when I walk in.
That's. I feel like you gotta do a little something. To get
He's like,
there.
what?
No,
Are
it's
you-
just immediately.
I was thinking he was gonna be like, oh yeah, I work, you know, oh fuck, what's it called? Oh, I forgot the words. Now my joke's ruined. Don't worry about it, guys.
A sperm bank?
Well, no, well, yes, but the one that actually does the in vitro thing, the doctor that actually gets the woman pregnant with the donated sperm. I think in
I
vitro
see.
is the right word.
The porn doctor.
The sperm donor.
No, please.
The sugar daddy.
All right, guys. All right.
Well, technically, she'd be the sugar mommy.
No,
She's paying for the kid. She's paying for it.
I think you're supposed to give mommy your sugar.
Well, yeah, but then she gives you that paper.
Right.
It's a new age. It's a new age, guys. It's a new age where we.
A sugar mommy
get
gets
paid
your
by the women.
sugar. A sugar daddy gives you his.
Well, 1 out of 3 people have to have a sugar daddy. Not it.
Why would you do this against two guys that are already married?
I mean, you need a sugar daddy. Nothing wrong with it.
I mean, kind of.
In
Yeah.
the vows, in the vows, they never said you can't have another man pay for your meal.
I'm actually fair. Well, for another meal, no.
Yeah, see,
Sexually
have
explicit
to sleep with them.
photos, yes. That would be
you don't
an
gotta
issue.
you don't gotta sleep with them.
Well, I'm not going to give him photos of myself nude.
Why would you do that?
Well, what
where-
else
where
would
are
he
your
want?
guys' heads at, bro?
The sugar daddy doesn't
Company.
just give you
He
money.
just wants to talk, bro. What do you-
No. Honestly, that would actually be worse for me because I don't know if I could handle doing that. I would say something. I
Rudy
would
says,
be.
I'm trying to get some sugar. Hey, Rudy, come on in, bro. Come on in and chat with the rocks if you want. Come on and rock talk it with us. Well, you know. I mean, these are all hypotheticals. I'm not expecting you guys to find some sugar daddies.
I might.
Silent. I think someone already called him. He's on a phone interview right now with Malcolm, who's 72.
In the middle?
Well, if Stringer wants to be, he can be. It'd probably be extra though. I wonder when rock. I've been going pretty steady with the basic rock for 100 levels. Like every 100 levels, I should switch my rock.
Well, you're already level 109. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you are the one that hosts the podcast, that kind of happens.
Oh
He
shoot!
also
I
did
forgot.
it by himself for one day too.
Again, the host of the podcast. That's what happens. I'm
I
hosting
did. I
it.
did forget. I did have a different rock. I just forgot about it.
You guys are nonchalant, just showing up whenever.
I tell you when I'm showing up.
Okay, one does.
I got a lot of things going on in my life, buddy. I shouldn't have to keep a tab on what I do for other people.
Your mom's going on in your life.
No, she's not.
Ah, perfect.
I need the fucking Cavaliers to win, dude.
Are you betting on it?
Yeah, I have 2 bets placed on it.
We are not
But the-
advising sports bets.
Well, hey,
the payout is-
that's not a bad transition. Did you
Well-
guys ever try like what? Sounds
So
like you want
this-
to defend yourself.
Well, I'm not defending myself in any way, although the money that I'm using to bet has been won and started from a $10 bonus bet I got for free.
There you go.
Have
And
you guys
now I'm up.
ever tried out fantasy football?
No.
I've tried it, but I've never like tried it. Like I'm in it,
Stressful as fuck,
but
dude.
but I do nothing.
It is. So I will say, I don't see the point in doing fantasy football in like a random strangers league. It's only fun when you know the people in it.
Yeah,
Like that's the
'cause
only
when you
that's the only enjoyment.
like that. Have you seen the show The League?
I haven't, but I've seen many clips of it, and it's hilarious every
Yeah.
time I see him.
Yeah. If
But
you,
yes,
if you ever have
exactly
time,
why, yeah.
watch that. That's why I wanted to get into fantasy football. Me and my buddy started watching that when it came
The
out.
thing is,
and
I don't want to watch it because the amount of times I mention John LaJoy, they always say, "Oh, you like John LaJoy? You should watch The League." And because
well, then watch it and they'll quit saying it.
well, I don't want to because they keep telling me to.
What?
Do you know who that is, by the way? That's the guy who writes the songs in the show. It's always a song about a fucked up thing.
I don't know
What's
who
so
it is.
fucked
per
up
se.
about it?
Cool. So John LaJoy, he's a comedic
Anyway.
songwriter.
Is he the Jewish one?
I don't know what his premise is in the show. I just know that he will write songs in the show and sing them, and they're like short little things. And there's always some fucked up thing that he says in them every single time. Anyway, John
Well,
LaJoy
it's
is very
fire,
fun.
bro.
I got a question for you.
Oh, you
Bro. Are
believe
you
ya?
a Cavs guy?
I don't like sports. I think sports are primitive.
Is that basketball?
What? Yeah, it is
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like most sports, I think are primitive as fuck, bro. Like
Why do you
football,
why do you use the word primitive?
Yeah, I'm confused.
because like before, like think of the people like the Aztec, Mayans, temple running motherfuckers
What's wrong
Fuck.
with? I don't.
smashing into each other, getting concussions, becoming paralyzed, losing your memory, dying, all for the enjoyment of thousands of people screaming. I don't know. You tell me what's wrong with it, bro. Because we give them millions of dollars, it's okay.
I don't like using primitive
Well-
as like an insult.
It's not an insult. It's just that's what it is.
That's what you were just
what were
doing was
people doing?
insulting it.
What were people doing with sticks and stones? They were playing.
They were breaking my bones.
This is like we've grown up, we've evolved, and we've acknowledged, and I'm pretty sure a comedian that said this, but we've acknowledged that like the football is bad for the human body and it can fuck you up and leave you with permanent injuries. So what did we do? We created padding, like and protective, like we created helmets and mouth. We weren't like, hey, let's stop doing this bad thing that's fucking up humans.
I
We're
would.
like,
Well,
I
"No, let's
just.
just-"
I'm just not a big fan of the word primitive when you're talking about sports. I would say
That's fine. No, all
unnecessarily
sports are like that.
dangerous.
My argument for
vape-
that is
I will say the boring ones aren't like that. You're right.
my argument for that is no one's forcing them to do it.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, they did kind of. Like poverty makes people do some crazy shit, bro.
This is a very, very difficult debate because
Oh, I'm not debating it.
concussions are actually super, super terrible with football. With basketball, I just don't like basketball. It's a weird. As long as you're tall enough, you can actually make money in basketball, and that's a weird
Yeah.
thing to me.
I like basketball, but like I like dunking. That's all I like from it.
Yeah. And then like baseball, not as many injuries, much safer, very boring to
Yeah.
me. So fucking boring.
But that seems like a modern age, and that was like baseball was like kind of invented to like help people during the war, like become happy again. Like it's a moderately safe.
I don't
type
think
thing.
that's
like,
right.
Look it up.
I mean, women's baseball was invented because all of the men that were in the war. That was a thing.
Rudy's saying stuff. Rudy, if you're gonna talk, get in here. All right, bro. Really said sports are primitive. Not all. Well, this is probably back.
Well, it's when
It's
you had
way
said
back.
sports. You did say sports, but I was willing to let you explain. And you're not saying all sports. You're just saying the physically intense ones.
Yeah, I'm
stuff
talking.
like that.
Yeah, I'm talking about the ones where you're slamming into each
Mostly
other.
football is what you're
type
talking
shit.
about. I will
Rugby,
say,
yeah.
like rugby too. They actually
Yeah,
get
rugby.
less severe injuries than football
Yeah.
because of the pads that football gives you.
Anything where you got to smack into each other, like
I'm not a
seems-
big fan of using the word primitive for it because it feels, I don't know, like I don't know why it just feels what am I thinking of?
Well, you can call it ancient, you can call it outdated.
That
you can
those
call it
all give me
whatever
the
you
same vibe, dude. Those are all. It's very
Well-
ancient of you to like want to place. Like the Olympics is primitive. Do you think the Olympics is a bad thing?
No, because the Olympics is
That's
like
as
all
primitive
these
as it gets.
different. No. All right, so the Olympics is a construct of the best human being from across the globe and brings them together to play certain games, not like football and shit, but games to test the human body.
The extent
That is
of
not
the physicality of the human body. So what you're saying is we should get rid of the steroid bans, so that way we can like really test the extent. Because it's less
at
primitive
that point.
if you add in
I don't know why
more
you're trying
technology.
to say that, but yeah, if
right?
you want to do that, sure, just make 2 different Olympics.
Well, it
one
would just be
without
it would be
steroids and one
less
with steroids.
primitive if we let them just do all the steroids. I mean, Russia was
Yeah, you
doing
could
that
have
anyway.
2 different
so.
Olympics. I don't see a problem with 2 different Olympics. Yeah. There could be an Olympics of.
I was
regular
being
humans and
cheeky. That's all it was. I was being a little stupid boy. I was being a little
But yeah,
pedantic.
pick anything from the Olympics, bro. Like the most rippling one is literally wrestling. And
Well,
like,
I
there's
was
no
just asking a
punches
question.
being thrown. Like it's
Because for me,
right.
the Olympics is literally like the oldest sport that I can think of. Like by far.
The Olympic, yeah, I mean the Olympics is ancient, yes,
Yeah.
but ancient isn't necessarily a bad term. But I do consider like the football and stuff like that. Yeah, that is like it's pretty outdated for like what we're doing. Like it's kind of insane that how we just slash millions of dollars and we're able to have humans just like slam into each other for our entertainment.
It's nothing new. Like
It's nothing new. No,
people
yeah.
sacrificing their body for money is like as normal as it gets. They're just doing it for like it's just televised, as opposed to like ruining your body with construction work and all that. Because you still ruin your body with a lot of labor work, almost as bad as football, really, in certain situations.
Rudy says army in a nutshell.
Yeah, you could definitely say like military is pretty primitive, especially with the training. Although they're going through a lot of like weird, weird.
I had a recruiter
rule
message
stuff
me the
now?
other day. Actually, that Rudy brought that up. I had a recruiter message
Mhm.
me the other day, and I told him that at first I was like, "Dude, I talked to you when I was 18. I don't want to join now. Like, I didn't want to join when I was 18. I don't want to." And he kept trying to talk to me to get me to like join in. And
Yeah.
like I told him, like I am the things I want to do. I can change the world without bullets. I literally feel like I the things that I want to do in this life to help like do this world for the better, I don't need bullets to do that. And I told him to like leave me alone because I think yeah, the army and the war and shit like that's so fucked. Like
I just don't think I can follow somebody's rules without like they want you to question stuff. Like that's part of it. But you kind of get in trouble if you question everything, and I have a really bad habit of being very questioning about everything.
yeah. It's
It's
and this ain't nothing like I support like I respect all the people that have decided to go off and do that. But just me personally, like I really feel like a lot of the times these guys target like the poor, the naive, the people that are in broken households, and they're like, hey, you know, come get your Dodge Charger, as Rudy said. If you survive, you get.
I will say like there's bad that comes from that. Because what you do is when you take somebody from a poor situation, train them up, basically like run them fucking to the ground for what 3 to 4 years I think, and then send them home and give them $100,000 they're gonna fucking mess that up. Like, it's gonna be bad. And oh yeah, by the way, tell them if they get married while they're deployed, they actually earn more money, so they should get married before they're deployed. Like, that's a thing that they tell people, is you could just make more money and live in a better situation. You can live off base or on, what is it? Is it on base but in a home or something like that? If you get married, like while you're in boot camp and shit. Dude, it gets really weird because they're making like young men make bad decisions because
Yeah.
it's supposed to help them. And that's not even about the war thing. That's just in their own personal lives. So it's like, I don't know if you know what you guys are talking about. So anyway, I'm sure if Rudy knows military stuff, he would know better than me. I have never been in the military. I just know a lot of stories.
I've seen both sides of like the military. My grandfather was in the military. One of my buddies, one of my uncle's buddies, is in the military currently. And like on my side of the family, all right, my grandfather went to like Vietnam, fought over there, but doesn't have anything. Like
Mhm.
no, like there's no like real assistance that he gets. Like he's able to get something through the government, like the VA type thing, but it's not much. It's like almost bare minimum. And then like someone that like is still in the military is able to like pretty much get whatever. Like the nice house, the nice car, put their kids in private school, like everything just because he stayed in the military and
Mhm.
just kept going.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of good stuff that can come from the military. It's just
But it's also a lot of bad. Like
there's a
you
lot
go
of bad.
fight and the world forgets
I-
you, like the country forgets you.
Real quick, Dranker, is Crew Styles cutting out for you as well, or is that just me?
No, that's for me too.
Okay. I thought it was just I thought it was just me because my headset was dying, and then
Yeah,
I
and
plugged
thought
it
was
in.
Just me.
Okay,
That was my
and then I plugged in my headset and I was like, wait a minute, it's still happening to him now. It's not very often. It's not super often. It just it cuts in every once in a while. And I mostly
Is it still
understood what
that?
you were saying. Now you're better.
Well, that's gonna mess up the whole podcast now because no
Well,
one's gonna be able to
I think yours. Oh, he's gone.
see if I can.
I think you're fine. It only happens every once in a while. And I just realized when I plugged in my headset, it was still happening, and I was like, "Wait a minute."
Black Rice Patty actually messaged on the YouTube side, and he said that's true. It was like that '70s show. That must have been a while back.
That was a while back, yeah. That was before I mentioned it again.
Yeah, Dante, if you're out there watching, bro, you're welcome to sit. You're welcome to sit in.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Everybody, all of you are welcome to sit in. I appreciate you writing in chat, but let me hear that voice.
It'd be cooler if you were like part of the
That voice is noise. Let's see. It specially targets the poor by design. Yeah.
Yes.
In addition, they only use violence when corporate interests are at stake. They had a trend for years where they were asking why their corps joined the military. The responses were almost unanimously negative. It was so bad that they mandated against the trend for the military occupant. AKA military is a corporate scam. Exactly, bro. That's what I was saying. Like, I'm not kidding. I wasn't just talking out my ass when I told that dude. Like,
look,
I meant it.
I'm just upset with the fact that like I'm so tired
me right now.
Yeah.
He sent me a message after he took a full day to respond after I sent the message, and he asked me, "Would you at least like to come in and talk?"
Absolutely.
Like, even when I told him about like me wanting to do all this stuff, and like he still wants me to come in there, bro.
Yeah, because he thinks he can sweet talk you. After
bro.
He's literally gonna he's gonna show you real paychecks that people get, and that's literally. But no, hey, that's what it takes for a lot of people, and so that's where he thinks your mind is like, if I can show you make 100,000 in like 2 years or less, then maybe this will convince you.
one of my favorite things, like, is like like
We'll help you go to
I am not-
college. You know, all those.
I'm not
There's a
scared.
lot.
I'm not scared to take a dollar bill and burn it to prove a point.
You've said this.
Like, I'm not scared. All right, money is not. I don't. What I'm striving for is the comfortability. I don't give a fuck about this money. So that dude, whatever he's trying to sell me, like, no. My ideas for the stuff that I want to do are beyond holding an AK-47 in my hand, unless it's standing on my goddamn front porch. All right. In my underwear. That's right. Maybe a cigar.
AK-47s
Pending.
are pretty sick though, actually.
Goddamn right.
I've shot one once. It had a red dot. Pretty sick. Which you can only have if you were prior military.
Government benefits.
Huh?
That's what Rudy was saying. Recruiters can legally lie about government benefits.
That part I did
believe
not
it, bro.
know. Unless, well,
Yeah.
so I will say if it's like face to face, they probably can. But if it's on paper, I don't think they can. I could be wrong though, but I think if there's like a trail to it, you know, it's written down because
Well,
they
it's
can easily
probably-
just say, "Oh, I was just mistaken," you know.
Yeah, because I feel like it's something that, like, they're not anything that's held.
Okay, yeah.
accountable
So
for.
Rudy agreed. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's why they want you in their
That's why they
office.
want-
Yeah, so they can say it to you to your face without it being on paper.
I'll record that shit, bro. I'll record it and put it on TikTok.
Well,
Well,
depending
fuck
on the
me.
state, it's illegal. I can't. Mine's a two-party state. Mine's not a one-party.
Oh, well, if my state allows it, I'm putting it on TikTok.
So I've started looking for the rocks in this map now.
Has Dranger also? Because he's like, ever since he got holy,
He's been-
he got more quiet.
Yeah, he's since I
Ever
joined.
since I got holy.
I don't know what he
Dranger,
meant by that.
remember, we're doing a podcast.
I know what we're doing. I'm just listening to you guys' stories. I don't want to interrupt.
To be fair, yeah, we haven't stopped talking yet. So I mean, there's that, which is good.
All right, let's all just stop talking. We can let
Okay,
Dranger
alright.
go.
Well,
Yep.
now that I'm on the spot, I don't know what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck to talk about.
You're on the
You kidding
spot,
me?
and
We
you
need
have to
literally just
decide
talk
on
about
what
The
to say.
fuck is
anything,
this?
bro. You have been
I want
alive-
to talk about buttered sausage.
No,
Stop talking about
bro.
buttered sausage.
You've been
You
alive
said
for
talk about
24
anything.
years. You've been alive for 24 years. You have no story.
Nothing.
So I'm 25.
Okay,
been
got an
alive
extra
for,
year to
like-
work with.
You honestly almost like 50 years at this point, if we're rounding up.
50.
I mean, in the
Yeah,
voice.
yeah. Let's
He
like
needs the
round up.
voice.
You know,
You're calling me 50 years old.
In the
just
voice.
about. Yeah.
You got a 50-year-old.
You never know.
That's rude as fuck.
You're-
Why?
I don't. I mean, it does. It is kind of rude to be fair, but
That's why.
You sound
What
like
do
you
you
have a
mean?
voice.
you sound
of,
like an old man.
Okay, well that's
So
rude of you
mean.
guys to say 50's old. People can
I-
live to be 100.
If you say somebody sounds 50, well, okay, look. Living to 50 and
by
living
the
to
time-
100 are two different things.
By the time I'm 50, I'm still gonna be able to do cartwheels and do everything I'm doing now.
I don't
alright?
know if you should
It's
do
not gonna be-
cartwheels at 50.
What the fuck? This is insane, bro.
You could. I don't know if it's advised. I will say, after about 80, I don't know how long I want to be around.
I'm gonna be honest.
See,
I'm
that's
gonna-
more fair.
That's probably That's
Just
probably
saying.
me around 80.
Yeah,
but
all
if you're
right.
50
This is getting kind of
This
old.
is getting old, yeah. I'm
bro,
getting
if you're
kind of
50,
old.
you should, bro. That's
50 is okay. 50 is fine. I'm not saying you're
50,
decrepit.
you should be able to go on a 50. You should be able to go on a slip and slide and be fine.
Yeah,
Johnny
yeah,
Depp
I
is
agree.
58.
Who?
Johnny Depp.
To be fair, he's rich though, and he probably has baby foreskins or whatever it was.
I don't know.
That's
Johnny
mostly
Depp
women
is
that
too
do that.
wholesome.
I mean,
He's
you never
not
know.
as wholesome
You
as.
kind of gotta want.
Yeah, it's one thing I've learned is it's really, really, really difficult to figure out if a celebrity is actually wholesome. It is impossible.
Yeah, because they'd take a turn. Because you don't know that you only know what you see.
Yep.
You know, like you only hear what TMZ and the Daily Inquirer or whatever the fuck they are posting.
How many stones are there? I found 7 or 6.
You found I
Fuck are you
found
talking about stones?
I found
Hmm?
3, bro. Where are you
There's
finding
rocks
all
in.
these stones?
Shit, I caught up with you? Hell yeah.
I only found 3 of them.
I will say, I'll give you a pretty big hint. 2 of them are in the same spot but opposite side, right behind the elephant at the very top. There's one on each side,
Top left or right?
on both sides.
What
Oh my god,
the
I found it
hell
as
are
soon
you
as he
guys
said
talking
it,
about?
bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no way.
An easy 2 right there. So after you do the rock combo, Dringer, there's little stones to find.
Oh, I completed it. Something
Fuck!
flashed white. Hell yeah, thanks.
Damn it, man. What do you mean you only found 3 then?
I did.
You found
7?
more than I'm at like 6 or 7.
Oh,
So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm at 8 actually.
well, something just flashed white in the very back. Does that mean it's over?
Probably not. Did you click on another rock?
I clicked on those 2.
You get a Steam achievement. That's when you know when they're done.
Interesting.
Oh, dog, they
Interesting.
range from so many different sizes. Fuck!
Oh yeah, you just started finding them, huh?
Yes, yes.
They're the
They're
same
all
shape
around
though.
you.
They're the same shape, just
That doesn't help me at all.
yeah, it's
No,
yeah.
I did not find them all. I lied. Damn, bro.
I
can't
can't
believe
tell
this too.
pattern definition.
There's one on the
That was
left.
like you.
Millions of rocks.
There's one on
everywhere.
the far left as well. If you look at that like slanted piece, you'll find it.
On the
That's
far-
all I'm giving you. All I'm giving you. There was
Damn
one
it.
you might have already found it, to be fair, Crew.
Oh, I just fucking found. it.
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
Dude, I didn't stop
Speaking of
helping
it to
you.
existence.
Bro,
I found it.
I didn't
Oh my
stop-
god! I've been looking for these for the past 2 podcasts.
I know this is the first one I'm doing about it.
Oh my god!
It's
Yeah, guys,
funny.
see, it's a game too.
It is
It's
a
a game too. It's so cool.
This is what we were doing in the first podcast we did. Was just we focused on the rocks.
Yeah, it was bad.
I
It
need
was a
help.
bad
I
first
need help.
episode.
I need help. I'm gonna freak out.
With what,
Just look.
dude?
Give me
You
a
got.
location. Give me a location.
I don't know all of them. You gotta find them.
Got a couple days.
It's really hard to see with the snow, I will say, but we can't affect that. Crew can.
Oh, mine's rain and.
Well, you can only affect it on your end. We're not allowed to change
Yeah.
it at all or see what you do with it.
Yeah, which is weird.
It is what it is.
Turn
Could
on
you
my
guys
phone.
move spots? Because there's a chance there's one behind one of you guys.
He wants us to move our rock, man.
There was one where I moved from, if you didn't know, Droiger, in the dead center area.
Yeah,
Gotta
give me a
look
second.
for a rock. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little rocks.
I'm not seeing one. Oh, never mind. I found it. It was there.
You found it?
Yep.
Behind me?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God. I'm gonna be here for.
You might have that one you might have found already. I think that one you probably found.
Yeah, I think I found that one too because I can't find it.
You probably haven't. It's on the steps.
Oh, that wasn't behind me.
Yeah, it was.
No,
Move,
it
move
wasn't.
back. Move back. Oh,
That
never
was
mind.
not
Yeah,
behind
that was
me.
not behind him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, then I got that. Yeah, that was not behind them.
Hey, well, it made me look there more, and I found it in that
Yeah,
area.
That's fair. I don't know what number of rocks I'm at now, and there's no way to. Tell.
I
should
don't know
fucking
either.
Keep counting.
I think I'm on 8 or 9.
All right, now you guys move, and let's see.
I already moved from this spot. I mean, oh, here we
That's
go.
what check. I just
I'm
want to check
not-
these
I'm not
spots,
seeing
all
it.
right?
I kind of actually want to look on the steps more because I feel like if I found only one on the steps, there's got to be another one. Sorry, I'm leaning really close to my screen, my monitor, so I don't know how I sound. And my eyes are burning out of my my eyes are burning out of my eyes. You know, yeah.
Oh, did you guys see the Neuralink update?
I have not.
Did you hear about the second one first up,
No,
or the first one?
not really.
So the person that got the Neuralink was able to control a computer with their mind, they were able to take a mouse and control it and click on things. All right. Now, there was an update, I believe today. Let me look it up to make sure. Neuralink. Neuralink. Where the fuck is Neuralink? I think I'm spelling it wrong. How do you spell Neuralink?
NEUR.
Oh, it's trending right now. Oh, it's actually trending.
nice.
Okay, the first human Neuralink patient who is paralyzed is able to control a computer and play chess just by thinking.
Pretty nice.
Pretty
cool.
nice?
Pretty nice.
What? What do you mean pretty nice, dude?
Yeah, I
Do you
don't.
not understand how insane that is? Think if you were paralyzed.
Yeah. Done.
This
I would
is...
go insane in my own brain. Continue.
And now you have a way to to move.
Well, kinda.
You have a way to interact.
You have a way
with the
to.
world
That's
without,
what, that's exactly the correction I was about to say.
yeah, you
way
have
to
a
interact.
interact with the world without assistance from anyone.
Yes, that would be big.
Yeah. Like
You know, that's one of the things that.
and this is just one of many things.
This is gonna be a
that's gonna
this is gonna be a slight detour. We could go back to Neuralink if we have to. I would go insane with certain disabilities. I don't know how I would like reconcile living, especially if I can't see. I would. That's most of the media and all of my enjoyment. I have to be able to see what I'm doing. All video games entirely. A lot of YouTube stuff or any media like videos that I enjoy watching. Some of it's audio, but like I love art, I love drawing, and like all of that going away would suck. So the fact if somebody's
Yeah.
paralyzed, dude, if I can't do stuff without assistance, that would just eat me up inside. I would hate it.
Yeah. And now that is
now-
Neuralink.
Well,
You,
not yet.
You about to end it is now this is about to save you.
I didn't say I would end it. I would have just needed a lot of therapy. That's
Bro,
all.
I feel the same way
Just
though.
saying.
Like if
Yeah.
I was to go blind, like I've thought about it, like
Yeah.
I could probably live without an arm. But I
Without
couldn't live
without hearing,
both
I
legs.
would live without hearing. It would kind of suck, but
Dude,
it would
I couldn't.
be
I don't know.
manageable.
Maybe it's like one of those things where it's like if it happens, you can deal with it over time. But for
I
me
mean-
now, thinking on it, like, nah, bro. Like,
Well, the thing
I'm
is,
hanging
we
on by a
we
thread.
literally wouldn't
Like,
be able
this-
to.
You can't take away more.
Right. Well, we wouldn't even be able to be talking right now without typing it out if we couldn't hear
Yeah.
each other. So there's a. I'm not saying it's a small hurdle by any means, but I would be
Yeah.
able to work around it. I think a lot more than not being able to see. Oh man.
But I just feel like the Neuralink, like whatever comes about, like this is progress in humans,
Yeah.
bro. Like this is
One step closer
And it's
to
just-
our robot overlords. Can't wait.
it's just a step closer of just, eradicating some diseases, living a little longer.
Life is
That's
a
what
disease,
all this
man.
is, We're trying to we're trying to
Life is a sexually
cure for it.
transmitted disease.
we're trying to find a cure.
It's our new way to prolong our existence.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a very human thing to do.
Yeah, which is weird. Like
Why'd you
that's
say it
just-
like that? Why'd you say it like you're a fucking alien?
Like,
that's what it
my
is,
fellow
dude. Like, it's
humans.
literally-
It's a very human thing to do to try to prolong your life.
Like before,
what we do.
Before we would die in our 30s and 40s, and
Yeah.
then, like they would like crush up some plants on a stone, and they were like, "All right, you get to
Try
35,
this.
45."
They survive slightly longer. Okay,
I mean-
everybody try this
All
then.
right.
I mean, maybe you guys would have died in your 30s and 40s, but like I'm on a different path.
Yeah, you would have died in his
Bro.
20s.
Yeah. earlier.
Different
No,
path.
I just wouldn't have died.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't- I mean, it's hard to choose that. I mean,
Hey,
at most you're
dude.
living to like 50, 57.
Why don't you try not dying? You
It
know,
was-
like try being happy. I don't understand why you're having an issue with this.
Think about like think
So
think
easy
about the
to
day
be
and age that
dead
we
if
live
you're
in.
just-
All right, Neuralink
exist.
is an insane feat. Like it's insane that we have that, and now
I
it's gonna be-
agree.
But in the same breath, like how we treat a broken leg is we fucking twist and pull on our bone until it's back in place, and then wrap it with some fucking like wood and cloth,
And then let the body heal it itself.
and then let the body heal it. So we're nowhere close to like Futurama medical shit. We're
No.
like we still got medieval treatments to
Well,
fix
to be
shit,
fair,
all right?
Neuralink isn't really a medical thing as far as I'm aware. It's more of
But it
a
can
interaction
Be a
thing.
medical thing.
It's an integration
It's only
thing.
going-
There we go.
It's only going to patients.
DLC.
It's only going to
It's
people
DLC.
that have conditions, and there's a list of conditions. You know, blind, paralyzed,
Okay.
Alzheimer's. So it is a medical.
And man, it
treatment,
kills me
however.
every time I hear you say that word. It really does. And it's
Alzheimer's.
not even a bad thing either because it makes me chuckle on the inside every time I hear Alzheimer's. Because I have a lot of people around me that always say old timers. And I'm like, you know that's not what it is, right? It's not old timers.
Well,
You're sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. That was
what,
pointless
I
distraction.
just mean it's funny how we like grow and evolve as humans because some shit's still medieval as fuck. Like we got to do some weird shit in order to fix you, and then there's other things where we can like go in with a tiny camera through your fucking heart and do surgery.
I thought you were gonna go through the butt. That's where my brain went. Which is
They're
the
making
thing.
tiny robots to go through your blood.
Yeah.
You
They're
guys wanna
actually. I
hear-
think they've made them. They've actually made organisms as machines, which is
You guys want to
insane.
hear
okay.
like
That's
how
insane.
insane the human
Or
body
cells.
actually
Sorry, a
is?
cell as a machine. It is crazy, man.
Tell
The
me.
human body is insane because if I were to knock you out cold, I could fold you into a pretzel without a problem.
And
And
I'm
it's,
not
it's
sure about
not
that.
you listen. It's not
feel
that
like
you're
this
not
is a-
flexible.
I don't think that's
It's the
accurate.
tolerance for your flexibility that you can't handle.
Right, I
something
would
you
be
learned in
tearing
high
your
school.
muscles, but besides that.
This is why this is why you didn't want to talk about high school. This is what he learned.
Oh, you know an interesting fact.
What's the fact? What's the interesting?
I have to. Did you
Look it
know
up?
that the human anus can stretch up to 7 inches before taking damage?
Before taking damage.
Before taking damage, and
Define
also
damage.
tearing or another. I mean, it might be painful, but probably not. But also, a raccoon can squeeze into holes as tight as 4 inches.
Oh my.
Keep that in mind.
Wait, so is this like 8 inches long ways, or is this 8 inches
8 inches,
circumference?
8 inches wide. Or sorry, 7 inches wide, and a raccoon can squeeze into a hole as tight as 4 inches wide. So
So realistically,
you know that.
could put a raccoon
Almost-
up your ass.
almost 2 raccoons. Very nearly. I thought
How do you
that was an interesting thing for you to know.
How do you spell possum?
Which one? I'm assuming you're talking about the Australian possum, which doesn't have an O at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's an opossum. It's an opossum.
Look how I'm verifying.
An opossum is what we have in the North.
No,
in the North
he's
Americas.
right.
Yeah,
He's right. He just
He's
didn't
typing
even
it in
answer
on
the
Google. That
question.
was-
yeah.
That was the
I
time
was
it took him
asking.
to
I
look it
asked a
up on
clarifying question.
think
I
you-
like
I think
animal
you
facts,
understood-
man. I'm sorry.
I think you understood,
the pitfall that you were
uh,
setting for me.
Yes.
Yeah, I like animals a lot, so I know a lot of animal facts. I mean, we both knew about the quokkas, so like that should tell you a
Fucking
good
love
amount. Yeah, quokkas are amazing. I got you on the pangolins though. You didn't know what those were until you looked them up. Pangolins are fantastic. Little henchmen that walk around. Yes, master. What else can I do for you, master?
Fucking weirdo.
If you didn't know, crew, possums that we have here have an O to begin with.
Nice.
Yeah. So a lot of
Kinda-
people.
I was I would have spelled it with an O.
Well, no, OP. It starts OP as opposed to just P, just starting with a P.
I didn't think it started with just a P though.
It doesn't, but the ones in Australia do.
Man,
they're-
fuck Australia, bro.
They are different. They're different marsupials.
I come from a land down under.
Australia
That was so
is
out of
like,
key.
there's so much crazy shit going on down there.
Although their possums are like 1,700 times more adorable than the ones we have.
Oh yeah,
They're
possums are cute.
amazing. Yeah, they're actually really cool.
I want one.
Our possums will probably be
I gotta get my ass to Australia and get me a possum.
stuck eating trash.
I mean, I will say I'll take it back. Our possums aren't terrible, but they tend to be extremely dirty when I see them.
You
They don't
can't,
have
like,
to
house
be.
train them.
They don't have to be.
Like
Trim?
like my buddy's
Yeah, you can
sister
put
had a
diapers on
possum
'em.
that she found. Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
she
you
would
can.
she'd put diapers.
I
and
knew
stuff
it.
on 'em, and,
fucking knew it.
and the thing would just like forever always
Yeah.
try to eat everybody, bro. Like it was always trying to gnaw on something. So one
Oh.
day they were outside and it just went back to the woods. And it never came
Dang.
back.
The thing,
But
the
it was
so
crazy. Yeah, wow.
I would say like I think the one like animal you're not really supposed to own that my wife would want is a raccoon. Going back to that question, because we see so many raccoons here. We actually had a raccoon at our back door, just like standing there looking at us, and neither of us were moving. I wasn't sure if the raccoon could see us because we had the light on outside, and it was nighttime, and that was pretty cool.
It was just staring at itself.
But
I'm
now
not
that you said
sure.
Raccoon. I'm pretty sure it was a raccoon and not a possum.
Nice.
I think.
I'm probably not.
I
There's a pretty big difference. I will say.
I would say it would make more sense for it to be a raccoon than a possum because possums
'Cause they
aren't
people have
necessarily aggressive.
people have possums as pets. That is a thing, and they do put diapers on them and everything. Although they
Yeah,
put
but I said
diapers on
not-
raccoons.
I'm thinking.
Well,
it was a
no,
raccoon.
like possums just aren't necessarily aggressive. They don't go out of their way to try
Yep.
and chew on people.
Very true.
Raccoons are not domesticated. So
You
if you try to
can
take
still
a raccoon
have
from the
them.
wild, right? But they're not going to be like pets.
Hey,
still
give it a
gonna
That's
couple
be
not
years.
wild.
necessarily
That's not
true.
wild.
People do have them as pets, although they're not great. You probably shouldn't, to be fair.
I think that's what happened.
It's like a fox.
Yeah. Yep. Foxes are actually pretty okay because they're more pack animals than not pack, but social than raccoons are. Raccoons aren't very social.
Well, yeah, but like you can't like get their instincts out of them. You know, like foxes
Yeah,
are gonna
yeah.
dig.
Yeah,
I mean,
foxes are like
The only animals that we
but-
took them out, the only animals we've domesticated are dogs.
And cats.
Cats are like, I don't know if we domesticated them, man. Honestly, let's.
No, cats.
They
cats
just
rule
do
over
their
everybody
thing.
that owns them. So.
Yeah, well, also, like, we didn't make them use litter boxes. They found somewhere to shit that they wanted. We don't have to train cats to use the litter box. Like, that's their thing. They do that.
They own you, bro.
they,
You own a cat.
that's
they
how
own
it
you.
is. They still go out and kill fucking animals if you let them out of the
I won't-
house. You didn't domesticate
have
that
a
out
cat.
of them.
The only reason I won't have a cat in my house is because I personally believe cats are not grateful. A dog will love you unconditionally.
Oh, I
You
got
give it,
1 out of
you
3,
give it
though.
some hugs and some food, and that thing is loving you and protecting you till the day you die. You feed a fucking cat and you give it love, and it tries to claw at you and bite you. And
So the difference is if you rescue a cat from a humane society, it will love you more. Well, not all of them. I won't make that a clarifying statement. When we got Monty from a humane shelter, he loves us and he's very appreciative. The other 2 cats we adopted when they were kittens and somebody just had a litter and they needed to get rid of kittens. They do not care about us. They love us, you can tell, but like barely.
they would love it more if you died.
Well, no, because
They'd be like, we get the whole house to ourselves.
I will say they appreciate stuff we do because we're good owners, but It's not the same. Monty is like appreciative of our existence as opposed to just appreciative of when we feed them. So
Hypothetically,
there's a
if there was a
difference.
robot there that was able to feed them, do you think that they would notice that you were gone?
Monty would. The other one's probably not as much. I mean, it depends on the day. But if I had compared to a dog, completely different.
Dog would
Dogs
know,
are
bro.
My
dogs are
cats
like,
would definitely notice. My cats
Yeah.
would definitely notice.
I will say, like, there are a lot of asshole cats, but there are actually a lot of cats that act like dogs in those terms.
Yeah.
It's
Those
just
ones
not
are
super.
cool.
It's not common. It's not
But it's
as
like
common
1
as I
out of
wish it
5.
was. Yeah, it takes a
Small
while.
percentage.
And I would say rescuing makes a huge difference. So if you were to get a cat and you want it to love you, rescue a cat. Just throwing that out there, guys.
It's so fucked up
We-
because it's like
'Cause
getting
they
a cat that's fucking
understand.
Grateful.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Because like they understand that life
Let 'em
isn't
suffer.
great. No,
Let 'em
don't let
sell
them
for a few
suffer. You're still
pieces.
rescuing them. I'm just
Put
saying,
'em
if you, I
in
listen.
the oven.
It's
let 'em
really
cook
hard to
for a
get
little
out of
bit.
this statement without saying, "Yeah, let them suffer." It's really hard to dig out of that hole. But
You really want the ones with trauma.
yeah,
can shape 'em and mold 'em.
Not mold them. Just they appreciate that you're a nice guy. I'm not like the other guys.
I will say this, okay?
I'm
My
not like the other
cats-
guys, baby. I swear.
I'll
swear, I'll treat
I'll
you
save
right.
you.
My cats are from the same litter, and we had them since they
Oh.
were kittens, like
Yeah.
6 weeks old.
Are they both good?
Stranger, I literally
Yeah, they're
hear you
both-
yell at your cat every fucking
Happens.
10 minutes, bro.
Yeah, it's just
Hey, get down! Hey, you little shit!
Well, that's
I
different.
hear you yelling at your cat.
That's you still yell at a puppy and in like the full size dog. You still yell at them
That's
because
true.
they're getting into shit. But
when
you
I'm
know,
telling them to get down, it's because they're right in my face while I'm trying to play games on.
I
my
don't
deck.
want to love you. Get out of my face.
That's the problem. Like they love me so much.
I will say, Aesop has slowly, since he's gotten older, he's definitely been more appreciative of us. But like, it took him a while. With dogs, they're like 150%. I love you. I want all your attention, and then they slowly wean off of it to like just 110% wanting your love all the time.
Yeah,
there's a
they'll
big
go lay
difference.
across the room,
Yeah, it's
Sometimes instead of them laying on your leg, like how my dog is right now, sometimes they lay across.
man.
the room
I had a
like,
dog with such
this is
sass. Like,
space.
if you didn't give them attention, they would get up, walk 10 feet, sit down, and just stare at you
Mm.
because you didn't pet her, give her attention. They're like, "See, oh,
Would've freaked
oh,
me
you
out.
want me to be sad? I'm gonna be sad while I look at you now because now I'm not even giving you a chance to pet me. This is what you did. This, you're not giving me attention. That's
Here's
how
a
like
theory.
pedantic dogs are.
All right, let's hear this theory.
This
Yeah.
is about the game with the stones.
Oh,
What if
okay.
another stone only pops up when when you find one? So every time you find one, a new one.
We
pops
know
up.
that's not true.
Oh, yeah, that can't happen. 'Cause he described stones
I
at
described
different
them, yeah.
times.
Also,
found
also we've gotten through the first level finding all the stones, so we know that's possible. And
Yeah,
there's
have
an
you done the first
achievement.
level?
There's an achievement for every level getting all the stones.
This guy's on the first level.
This guy's a little new to the game. What can we say?
I got a
He's-
belt, and I'm not afraid to. I'm not afraid to
Go
whip my
ahead.
own back in the name of Jesus.
Today
Dude.
I scared the hell out of my cat, and I feel really bad because I took my belt off after I got home from work, and I did that like snapping thing, that like abusive parents will do. That little. And sorry, I'll skim past that. Don't worry. Anyway, and so my cat like stared at me, and so I like went close to him, did it one more time, and he just ran off, and he got scared of me for like 15 minutes. I was like, it was loud. I know. I'm sorry. And I like threw it away and was like, "Come here. I'm sorry." And I felt bad the
You threw
whole
your
time.
belt away?
Yeah, not the cat. I didn't throw the cat away. I threw the belt
You threw
away.
your belt away?
No, like away from me, not like in the garbage.
Like, I scared you? Trash.
Trash.
Get out of here. I don't need
That's how
this
much I care
belt.
about this.
That's how much I care about this cat. No, I need the belt
Oh,
because it's
shit.
part of my work attire, so it's like required.
Yeah.
But no, I felt really bad because I was like, I didn't think it would scare him that bad. It's just like because he likes noises generally, and he's curious about things that make different noises. But that one he just did not like at all.
Well, that one was probably like too instant.
Yeah, that one is like gun. He's like, that's not good. that reminds me of bullets. I don't know why he would know what those are, but he was locked up, so he probably knows.
This cat's seen some things.
Well, that's what I like to say when you get a rescue cat is they were locked up, you know. So they've been around the block a couple of
They were
times.
locked up. Did you guys see Usher
Locked up.
thanking his
Oh gosh.
he was like, I don't know if it was like Grammys or whatever, but he said, I want to thank, like, it was either the devil or Lucifer or something. He said it. He messed up, bro, and said it.
What do you mean he
I gotta-
messed up? You know, I
you know-
would just say that. Like, I would just say that all the time anyway, no matter what.
Yeah, these guys, they mean it. All right, they party with Diddy.
You're aware I don't believe in Lucifer, right? Like that's
Yeah, but would you party with Diddy? You
Well,
may not
no.
believe in Lucifer, but do you believe in fucking getting drugged and fucked? Because you know that will happen.
if I
What
was
the
single, then
Fuck
yes.
is this conversation?
If I was single, yeah. Getting drugged and fucking is kind of a whole thing because when you're high,
No, this is
sex is
yeah,
a
but this
little
is-
different.
yeah, but this ain't.
I
the
also
one we
don't.
want.
I wouldn't hang out with PD. He's not. I don't know if you knew this. I'm not really much of like a
don't mean just
music
PD.
artist crowd. I don't really
I
fit
mean,
in.
I mean, there's all right. Look, for every category of whatever you're talking about, there is a P Diddy in there. All right, if you're talking about art,
okay.
there is someone in there.
I
in the
don't
art
hang out
scene.
with. I don't hang out with those people, man.
Yeah, sometimes
no
you
matter
don't know.
what group.
Sometimes you don't know.
P Diddy. I feel
sometimes
like
you-
P Diddy was kind of obvious about it. I don't
You-
really
you
hang
use
out with
P. Diddy,
people.
bro.
I'm not. I don't
P.
hang
Diddy
out with
was as
people that are
simple
full of
as-
themselves. I
P.
just
Diddy was
usually
as,
don't.
was as simple as, oh, you're rising up in the Hollywood scene. Hey, you want to come over to my house and party? That's what that is. That's as simple as that, bro. Hey, you want to come over
Okay.
to my house and party?
That would be
And then
okay.
Boom! Next thing you know, hey, we got you
Fucked in
on
the butt.
camera, bro. We got you on camera. That's right. Do what we say, bitch. All right, boom. That is like
You.
the Lucifer.
I don't
side
think
of
you
it, right?
understand how stubborn I am.
Hey,
the
Dick in the
moment
butt,
somebody,
be stubborn as you want. All right, put it on a t-shirt.
dude, I would market that. I got fucked by P Diddy, and I only got this lousy T-shirt. You know, I would fuck it, dude. I would.
I would.
I
Also
don't
do
care.
that Marketing.
Yeah,
P. Diddy,
I
if
I
you're-
really
If you're
can't.
listening,
If
hit up
some,
Orange.
hey, I don't have any money. If
would
somebody
give you
wants to
money.
blackmail me, everything I've done in my life, generally speaking, if I needed to, I would be honest about it. Especially if somebody wants to profit from it, because I'm that stubborn.
Yeah, that's-
If somebody wants to profit
fair,
from
yeah.
something I've done, I'll say no, fuck you. I'll go down before you make money off of it. I don't give a shit. I do not want people to profit off of things I've done, especially if they're
Well,
trying to like.
that's
That's
the
just
same,
me, though.
bro.
I
Like,
would hate
that's
it.
why things like this, like
It's not
Dan
normal.
Schneider
I would say.
Netflix thing, is coming about.
You heard it.
Wait,
here
what
first,
happened with that?
folks.
Did I miss part
Bruce
of that
Styles is Dan
conversation?
Schneider's best friend.
Because that's what it like. It's literally like it's years down the road of like this stuff is coming out and showing to people. Like it's in all aspects of our.
Wait, what
life,
did
bro.
Dan Schneider have to do with that?
It's just full circle. He fucking did fucked up shit too. But it
Oh,
took
well, I missed that
years.
part of that conversation. I didn't.
Bro, how do you not know Dan Schneider is like a weird pedophile dude?
Because we didn't watch any of his shows.
You did.
I know.
We talked about this. This is full circle
You
now.
guys.
We're back. I didn't watch any like live action
I only brought up
shows
Dan
on
Schneider to compare
Nickelodeon.
them to what we were just talking about right there. Because
Well, right, but I'm just anyway. It's okay. All right.
Dan Schneider.
I just hear the clicking. Oh, reminds me of the first podcast. Click, 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 click.
Dan Schneider.
By the way, to find that butthole fact, I literally typed in butthole raccoon fact. And it popped up.
Why was that the
I
first
won't
thing that
say.
popped into your mind?
Oh, we were talking about the human body.
So a raccoon's butthole.
Raccoon,
No, butthole
it's
raccoon
correlating
fact.
with-
No, it works out.
Yeah.
Trending searches you might like. OnlyFans teacher fired.
Oh my. Let's read the story.
I will say it's accurate. 19 hours ago.
Now, guys, I didn't get this story. all right?
Teacher
The
who
single male
resigned-
over here did not get the story.
Yeah. Continue without supporting us. Yeah, fuck off. Teacher who resigned after OnlyFans page was discovered is fired days after starting new gig. I will say, like, I get like the OnlyFans thing being an issue. I still disagree with it. It's kind of
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't think they should be. I don't think they should
Also,
be fired.
I'm very much like pro
You have to be
porn
18.
generally. You know, I'm like, who cares? When I was 14, I was definitely looking at porn. It would be a little different if it was my teacher, but if she doesn't like
But you
act
can't
on
see a teacher,
anything,
though. OnlyFans is 18 and up. No one. You'd have to be a
I
senior.
think
be
there's a
18.
workaround on that. I'm
I would
not
say that she
sure.
can't
I've
be
never tried. I
High
don't
school
have.
teacher.
Look, I've never made an OnlyFans account, so I don't know. I don't pay for porn. Is what I'm trying to
Right.
say.
Well, you have to be only 18 because you have to pay for OnlyFans. Like, in
Right.
order to see someone's profile, you have to put.
So
in a
I
credit
think
card.
there's
What-
I think there's some free stuff, right?
Well, she isn't. She probably wasn't doing free stuff.
I
It
have
was
no
probably all
idea.
paid for.
Well, I think
I'm just saying.
so. Dude, listen,
I'm not
I'm
not pro porn, but
I think porn's
She's
fine
sponsored.
as long as you're not taking advantage of people. Porn is okay. There's nothing.
because
Wrong with it.
I've seen some porn videos where it's like, this is fucked up. This is some fucked
Yeah.
up shit that I'm watching.
The porn wasn't the issue. It was the people in it. Like that was the issue. Obviously, I don't know if that would be porn at that point. But like, and people will get like teachers will get fired for less than OnlyFans. They'll get fired for like just bikini pictures on Facebook sometimes
Well, I mean,
or Instagram. And
you
stuff.
gotta-
And I'm like, what the
yeah, you
fuck?
kinda-
It's
kinda what you're signing up
bikinis.
for, though.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
it's still-
A
That's-
bikini
that's
is a
still
swimsuit. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
but no point in time or is a school ever gonna be to where a bikini is okay.
Not in the
Like-
school, it's in their own personal life.
Yeah, but that teacher is the school. You know, it shapes the children. If the kids get on Instagram,
So
and
what
see
you're
Nick
saying
Lowry
is
in
if
their
somebody
itsy bitsy teeny weeny,
if somebody
bikini.
wears a bikini, they're not able to teach children.
no, but if she wears a bikini, it can influence the
Other
children
people to wear bikinis?
It- to wear bikinis, to whack off to the picture, to whatever they
Dude,
want.
a teenage listen, a teenage boy will
Are
whack
you
off
a,
to
not
a,
a teenage boy? What
a
are you
teenage
talking
boy
about?
will whack off to a can of soda. It doesn't matter what it is.
Right,
like it-
so you shouldn't like.
So
as-
who
as
cares?
someone that is.
Did you
as a
are you
teacher,
telling me you
alright?
didn't whack off to any of your teachers you had?
I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is, as a teacher,
and
you
didn't take a
shape-
bikini photo. Like that's all I'm
You-
trying to say.
Exactly. So you shouldn't help influence it more. If
I
it's already going
disagree
to come
so
about, it's already going
much.
to come about. But
Yeah.
You as a you choose the role. If you don't want to do that, don't be a teacher.
You know what?
know what I
You're
mean?
right, crew. Teachers should not have personal lives. I
They
see
can have
my
personal
mistake.
lives, but they
I see,
but they gotta
oh,
think of,
you're
like,
right.
the
They shouldn't go.
impact that
They
they
shouldn't go to
leave.
the beach. The beaches are not for teachers. You've changed
you
my
can
ways.
wear a full.
Changed my
you can
mind.
wear a full piece.
You
There's-
want them to
there's
wear a full
absolutely-
piece
Yeah,
because
there's
they
nothing wrong with
teach
that.
children.
Yes,
Why? I don't understand why.
because
First of
it's,
all,
Is there something inherently sexual about a bikini?
Yes.
anyway,
I
if-
disagree.
that's insane.
If you're that worried,
only
about
part covered up
children
on a
being
woman
teacher,
In a bikini, is literally the parts that you find the most attractive.
Yeah, they're covered up. I don't know what you mean. That's the whole point.
But- What are you saying, Dringer?
Yeah, sorry, Drager. I was about to say that.
um,
I'm gonna grab another drink though, but I can hear you. Keep going.
I don't think teachers are allowed to have their stuff like not set on private.
So sometimes they're on Instagram, and that's when they're like, "Oh,
Like, if you're okay, I mean, that could be a way. Like, if you're living your own personal life or whatever, and you want to wear a bikini, do it. But if you're posting pictures of yourself in a bikini because you're at Jamaica, you're a teacher. Like again, you're shaping the students. Don't be going to your local pool and laying out in a bikini, you know. But like you gotta like it's the surrounding of your like the circumstances that you're in. Like you want to be a teacher, you want to teach the students and leave an impact. Like everything you do until they graduate is going to impact them in some way, shape, or form. So you just gotta consider it what you're doing.
Yeah, but teachers shouldn't have to watch what they wear outside of work just because little boys get horny for that.
Oh well, we're coming up at the 2-hour and 15-minute mark.
I verified with my
Any-
wife. She also agrees with my view. I decided to take to get a woman's viewpoint.
Nice.
However,
Well,
we
that's
are
one
we
more.
are both fairly progressive. So, having said that,
That's an insurance company.
Well, I don't know if you just heard what I just said.
I did not.
but,
Sorry, I wasn't listening for a moment.
No, I was saying if the chick is like, say the chick's traveling to Jamaica, yeah, bikini for sure. But if she's hanging out at the local pool or taking pictures of herself and posting them on Instagram, then yes, that's influencing the children that she should be leaving a better impact on,
What way is she
whether it's the
influencing them?
boys or girls. I mean,
Sorry.
you take what you want.
Well,
out of it.
what bad way? What does wearing a bikini influence to little kids?
I
That
mean,
wearing a bikini is okay.
pretty much a lot, you know. It's telling girls that it's perfectly okay to shed a- and it's showing dudes like, hey, if you're
You
teaching
cut
me,
out there. I
you know,
couldn't hear
show
you.
stuff.
Yeah, you cut out a lot.
Sorry, you cut out right when you said it shows little kids, and then you cut out. I was like,
Just a bad influence, bro. Like,
there. I don't think there's
We-
anything wrong with cleavage by any means. I think guys should be able to like not look if they need to not look. Like that's kind of on the guy.
I see the stuff as more of it's sacred shit, bro. Like,
I
It's-
mean
it's
that
been
also might be
too-
the issue is because I don't believe anything is sacred.
yeah, it's been.
I hate that
I
word.
mean, that's what's been pushed through the generations. Is like that's what it should be like.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm with Orange's standpoint. I don't really believe it's that sacred.
Well, I don't think I have
That's
I have
fine.
a standpoint
You-
because since I'm not religious, I don't think anything is sacred because I don't think that word means anything. Like to me, it has zero meaning.
Yes, that's every word. All words are made up, bro. Like,
No,
like,
the word
but the
sacred
fact that a teacher-
means
but the fact that
means
teachers-
godly. That's what sacred
The fact that-
means.
the fact that teachers shape the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the influence that it
Right.
is. Everything that they do. If she
Is
walks in
is there
drinking a Diet
something?
Coke, a kid is going to look at that Coke and be like, "I think I'm gonna try Diet Coke when I go."
I disagree with that. I don't.
That's.
I mean,
fine.
I'm not saying
your
I'm not
whole
saying
life,
you're
bro,
wrong.
However you want to think, your
So okay, I
whole life.
I
everything
just
you do,
want one
from the
clarifying
art you
question.
create, everything.
Is there something like I don't if a student is attracted to a teacher, is the teacher obligated to do whatever they can to stop that from happening? Because I don't think they could stop it if they wanted to. They can like not put themselves or the student in a situation where it would be terrible, obviously. But to be like, if they post bikini pictures, a student is going to find it attractive. So the teacher is at fault for putting a student in a situation to find them attractive? Is that what you're saying?
I feel like you're seeing it right, but you're just thinking of it wrong.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
asking
it.
if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's.
I
it's-
don't think
it's
that that's the teacher's
provoking-
fault.
It's provoking. You are stepping into the light of doing that. That is what your
There-
whole life. Is
I don't
doing.
think there's anything
You-
inherently wrong with a teacher.
in life you have for whatever occupation you choose
there are sacrifices that you have to make.
I'm aware.
Whether if it's in a corporate job and you can't smoke weed anymore, to you're working in
I think
ACR and
there
doing
is
constant trainings every year.
there is a huge
Yes,
difference
You take
between.
these oaths, like you take these things to uphold, like everything from the cartoon that the kid watches to everything shapes and molds a child.
I'm gonna ask you one
So-
question to clarify this. Do you
keep saying
think?
that, but you keep
Do
asking
you?
more.
Well, we haven't clarified to the point. So, do you think every human being should be allowed to have sex if they want?
What? Yeah. Why the fuck would I care?
Because you don't
I'm
think
talking
that
about that, dude.
teachers
I'm
are
talking
allowed
about-
to. You don't think teachers are allowed to be
Not
sexual.
what I said. That is not what I said. at
Cool,
all.
but they have to be more
What-
private than everybody else.
What I'm
Like,
saying is, if you choose
incredibly.
to be a teacher,
Sure.
if you choose to be a teacher, you have to be very mindful of what you're doing. You can't go out to a club and be posting it on your Instagram, and then have your kids see it the next following day. That is going to influence negatively on the kids,
So you don't think
Like,
people should be going to
yeah, you wa-
clubs?
bro. You're like, I don't know. What
No,
you're
I'm
trying to do.
asking this. I'm asking this question
You are
because
choosing again. I'm gonna say this one more time. You are
Cool.
choosing a life to impact and help shape children.
that's fine.
What you do impacts and shapes those kids. So
Right.
if it's posting bikini pictures, if it's going to the club, if it's doing anything that is wrong, that
So
is
you're
going to
saying
influence
people
them if they
shouldn't
see
be
it.
doing those
If-
at all? Is what I'm asking.
If they want to do it behind closed doors or whatever the
No,
fuck.
no,
but
I'm not
you
talking
should
about
not
the
be
teacher.
posting-
I'm not talking about the teacher. I'm saying you
I'm
think
talking about
other
teachers.
people shouldn't.
No, you were trying to twist my words. and
No,
say,
I'm
like,
asking a
weird shit.
question.
We are
So-
talking about teachers. I'm giving you an answer about teachers.
Yes. I'm
And
so
I'm
I'm
done.
going
I'm
going
done with
off
it.
of that. I'm going off of that. I promise.
Well, I'm
So,
done. No, I'm
the
done. I'm
reason
done.
you think teachers shouldn't is because they'll influence others to do that.
Bro, what would you think if you saw the Pope snorting?
So, well,
like,
that's an illegal activity. What
Bro,
do you mean?
like,
So no, I was just
it doesn't
carrying on the
matter.
logic.
No,
so
I'm done.
teachers shouldn't because they influence others to do it. So others shouldn't do it is what you're getting at. I don't have an issue with anybody wearing
that's-
bikinis.
no.
So if teachers
That's what you
influence
want me to
people,
get at. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm
No,
done
that's-
now.
Dranker, do you understand what I'm saying? So the reason I'm just trying to extend what your logic is. So you're saying teachers shouldn't influence kids to go out to clubs when they get older.
No.
Guys, this
that
is
what
the
you're
end
saying?
on my side. This
I'm
is Rock
sorry.
Talk
I'm
episode
asking.
9.
I'm legitimately wondering if that's what you're saying.
Well, you can ponder that.
Cool.
for as
All
long as
right.
you want,
All right.
but I'm done. I've said my
Fair
piece,
enough.
and I've said it multiple times.
All right. There's many views on what things should be done. I don't believe teachers should do anything illegal, and I'll end there.
Stringer, do you have any
Rock
closing?
Talk.
Anything for you, Dranker?
Rock Talk, where we talk about hard things.
Well, yeah.
This is episode 8 or 9. I forget.
It was 8. Because the one I was gonna post was 7. I believe.
Well,
Anyway,
check out A Lethal Company. It is a movie. Post it up. It's doing good.
yeah.
Peace.
Mine is not doing good.